Shadow the new Praetorian.
The clips and articles used in today's program are not the intellectual property of the Laughing Ogre. However, the commentary in today's program is the Laughing Ogre's intellectual property and is not meant to reflect the views or ideas of any sane human being. Now sit back and relax, or maybe sit up in your seat, because we take another look into fascism. And here comes the Laughing Ogre! It's so good to be back, YouTube. Thanks a lot, Real Me. You know what? We got some stuff to cover today, so I don't want to take a whole lot of time. I want to say hello to my constant viewers. It's so good to be back with y'all again today. I know it's a little late today. In fact, you might be getting this transmission show. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. This little piece of me, you might be getting it tomorrow. And hopefully if you wanted it today, you're not too terribly disappointed in me. I've been trying to catch up here on the farm, and it's been a lot of work. But you know what? What we're going to cover today, as it will probably fairly often, is going to come from Tucker Carlson's show. This was, I don't know, February 10th, February 11th. And it's just more of what I've been talking about. This danger of a fascist regime that is just like the brown shirts or the black shirts, Mussolini's black shirts or Hitler's brown shirts. They have a particular sects that they like, that they defend, that they are apologists for. They have others that they don't like, and they say, you know, kill them, destroy them, let's do away with them. So, you know, without any further ado, let's swing over here and let's see what this human being here has to say. His name is Kouross Esmaeli, and I'm not butchering that on purpose. That's as good as I can say it. I started somewhere here in the middle. We're sitting at about 210, and the link will be in the description. I encourage you to watch the entirety of this video.
Let me sort of tell my own story. Is that okay?
Yes, with haste.
So what I'm trying to, one of the sentences that was actually taken out, which made me very angry, was the question: does the university, is it obliged to protect the speech of someone who comes on campus and advocates and recruits for Al-Qaeda?
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Yes.
I don't know that is at question here. We're talking about Gavin
It's exactly
McInnes.
the question that I want to raise, which was...
Well, now that's a very tricky question. Recruit for Al-Qaeda, like come and join Al-Qaeda and go kill people? No. Proselytize for Islam and be a part of Al-Qaeda? Hey, as much as it hurts me to say this, folks, if you don't want to abridge one person's freedom of religious speech, then you can't abridge someone else's. I could tell you about what Putin has done, and because of Islam, you can't proselytize outside of any church in Russia. That's the problem. It's a slippery slope, and everyone has the right to their opinion, no matter how abhorrent it is, including this person.
Pressed. So I'm bringing that question. Another question that was altered is the question: should the university protect someone who comes on campus and advocates vigilante violence against police officers who've killed civilians and have not been indicted? Is that protected? Should that be protected on campus?
That was, I mean,
Instead of letting him ramble, I want to make this
Takes a disturbing turn. This from Minnesota. Watch.
Bacon, fry like bacon, pigs in a blanket, fry like bacon, pigs in a blanket, fry like bacon, pigs in a blanket, fry like bacon, pigs in a blanket.
There were actually too many to choose from. That's not an exaggeration. There were too many of those to choose from. So he's asked the question, what this person did, this Mr. I'm not even going to try to butcher his name again, Professor, let's just call him Prof. This professor right here is saying, I would not be in connection with any group that would say they would kill police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. There were too many Black Lives Matter instances of, I mean, let's face it, folks, my black viewers, I'm not trying to offend you. Y'all know it as well as I do. The ones that watch my channel regularly are going, Yeah, don't tell me about it, cracker. I'll tell you, I live around these crazies.
That was suppressed on, by those editors, and I want a place where I can sort of have this conversation.
Okay.
What do you think about this? Should someone who actually advocates killing police officers be allowed to debate on a campus, or to
Good question.
Debate, to sort of come on and say what they
If
believe
you're
on campus?
asking me a question, then let me answer
Okay,
it. This
tell
is
me.
not
I
a
wanna know.
question for college administrators to decide. It's been decided by the Supreme Court in a case called Brandenburg versus Ohio, 1969, the last big free speech case. And the upshot of it is that advocating violence is indeed protected speech. And of course, politicians do it all the time. We ought to bomb this country or bomb that country. Advocating violence, that's protected by the First Amendment. What is not protected is inciting violence, imminent violence, destruction, or mayhem. I cannot say, go smash the windows of that liquor store. So here's my point. Anything Gavin McInnes conceivably said or would have said on your campus is protected speech. Now, if you'd taken 10 minutes to Google this, you'd know that.
Well, and I've taken 10 minutes to Google a lot of stuff here. And I do know that this is double speak, double think. People turn, this gentleman is a fascist. He's another fascist that wants to shoehorn his narrative into whatever he can and do it with this, this fake, reasonable, smug attitude that personally I don't buy for 1 minute. I want to show you one more little thing here. Oh, I thought I had it queued up, but I think I can go to it relatively quick. This is La Raza here, and if you don't know, that means the race. Let's take a look into La Raza. Remember, they're always saying, there's a point to this. They're always saying Donald Trump is racist, Bannon is a KKK. They want to take people out because of their race.
Right? Wrong.
At the forefront of the revolutionary movement is the Raza. When you go to Venezuela,
You can't stop us. There's too many of us. We're ready. We're breeding by the day.
Back to Europe! This is America! Look your colors! You're white! You don't belong here!
This used to be Mexico.
You're white. You're not wanted here. Remember, black folks, you're next. This is La Raza, the race. You were brung here by white people, they're going to say next. Even y'all that were born here, that's next. So this is the tie-in right here. Sonia Sotomayor. They want to say that Trump is a racist because reasons. No citations. Bannon is an alt-right or whatever. Next thing I know, I'll be an alt-right when, honestly, I'm a center of the road and by all true definitions, an anarcho-capitalist. And if you wanted to try to shoehorn me into politics here in this present landscape, you would have to say that I was a classical liberal. And that's as simple as I can put it. So right here it says, as President Obama's Supreme Court nominee comes under heavy fire for allegedly being a racist. There's no allegedly to it. She is a self-proclaimed member of La Raza, the race. I can show you many, many clips, but we're not going to do that ad nauseum. She is a racist. All of these links will be in the description. And I'm going to keep it brief today because I'm going to try to keep a balance. I'm going to have some long rants. I'm going to have some shortish rants. I want to remind you that if I'm not giving you enough variety here, that any one of these people on the screen and anybody that you see in my links, there's something different. The King of Queens, he seems to be right around the 10-minute mark almost all the time. The hard bastard, you're in it for the long haul. He's not going to cut people shy like I do sometimes. The Britisher, again, is somewhere in between. I'm not going to belabor it. Check out Based Mama. I've been keeping an eye on her, and I have an announcement that I may be able to make tomorrow, but I have to talk to a couple of people that are linchpins in it. But hopefully there will be a live stream coming up dealing with some sensitive topics that fall into this idea of an autocracy taking over. We're being told that. It's being normalized. We're being made to think and hear these words: autocrat, autocracy, fascism, fascists. The ones saying it are the fascists. They're the autocrats. They're the ones that want an autocracy. They are the ones that want you to conform to their dogma, or you are not moral. You have no virtue. Listen, Rome is dead. We take pride in not hurting each other and not stealing from each other. The basic rules of freedom are don't steal from me, don't take my life or any of my property from me, and deal fairly with me. And that would be between you and I. What is something worth? Whatever someone will pay for it. That said, folks, I want you to look into this. I know this may seem abridged. It's because I'm used to having my say and then some. But today I'm going to cut it off. I want to make this connection. I want you to use your mind. Tell me, is Sonia Sotomayor not racist because she says all white people need to go back to Europe? The next thing will be all black people. Mrs. Jones, she's going to tell you need to go back to Africa. Miss Valerie Jones, the tickle dancing grandma, you don't belong in Africa, girl. You don't want to go to Africa. I mean, with all due respect to Africa, we have it better here, okay? That's all I'm saying. And I don't want to see any of my friends, any of my viewers, or any of my loved ones that are black go back to Africa. I don't want to go back to Europe. I guess I would have to go back to Israel. Anyway, once again, I don't want to let it run on. So listen, folks, look into this. Let's not shout racism at every chance we get, but let's look and see where is the racism, where is the class division being taken, where is it taking place? Who is funding it? To what end and to what purpose? Listen, folks, be good to your friends, be good to your family members, be good to your loved ones. Be quick to say you're sorry. Be even quicker to accept an apology, especially when that thing your friend, family member, or loved one has done seems to be so big that you'll never forget about it. Because viewers, my beloved constant viewers, at a time you think not, your friends, your family members, your cause and your life will depart from you. This is the way it is. This is the way it goes. Hey, listen, while you're here, just take a little second. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't worry about hitting the bell. You'll remember to come back and check in on me, and you'll do it in your own time. Don't worry about liking it unless you really want to, but share it with your friends. Share it with your enemies. If you didn't enjoy the channel, maybe they won't enjoy it too, and we can all agree on that. Now, I have my eye out for you. Now, I'll be looking out for you. Better move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way and move. Oh, just move.